Swing, if you've got this right arm too far on top or this elbow facing back towards the camera now, there is a chance it is going to rotate into a more free space, which for us was traveling too far from the inside. Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jay Kelly, and in today's video I was discussing with an online student around how their trowel arm needed to sit at address to get rid of the dreaded roll inside and open club face. And sometimes it can be as simple as address position, where the hand sits, where the right arm and elbow sits. And for this individual, just thinking a little bit more around where the right arm sat gave them a lot more range of motion and ability to be able to keep the club face square and taking it back in a much straighter line. So let's get into it. We're going to talk a little bit about why you saw the golf club roll a long way inside. You saw the club travel quite low and behind you with the face being open, and you was really trying to get the club to move back in a more straight line. You was trying to get the club face matching the spine angle, which is a more square position. Now, the first thing I'd say is that your address position needs to be looked at. So the job of the right arm, or the position of the right arm at address. And for me, you had your right arm twisted quite a long way round to the left. So your right elbow was facing way out to the right. Whereas I would prefer to see that faced a little bit more down towards the right hip. Now, if this right arm is twisted too far round to the left, I don't really have anywhere for it to go. It can't really turn much more to the left. It's as internal as it will go, but there's a hell of a lot of movement for it to travel to the right. Now think about that. In your backswing, if you've got this right arm too far on top or this elbow facing back towards the camera now, there is a chance it is going to rotate into a more free space, which for us was traveling too far from the inside. So that also makes your right hand potentially a little too far on top of the club, which was a little bit weak as well, and then we saw that high right shot. So I think if we can get your right arm rotated more to the right, so I've got a bicep curling position or even a dart thrower's arm here, so this right elbow's faced more down at my right hip, I think that is a more even place to be. So I have equal amounts of rotation to the left and to the right. So in the backswing, I can now keep my right arm more on top of the club. It could, if it wanted, twist a little bit more closed and internal to make sure that the club stays a bit more on the outside and the club face stays a little bit more closed and in line with my my sternum. So I hope that video made sense to many of you around how the right arm can be extremely influential to the golf swing. So if you feel like that's you, give it a go. Otherwise, drop me a comment below and I'll be happy to help.